It is a centralized way of decision making. Means a decision making authority is in the hand of a single person. It is a way of centralization. Closing the authority and responsibility to the individual or subordinates of the organization so that they can give their best contribution for the success of organizational objectives. A leader who follows democratic style of leadership, he allows his team members to give their own contribution on their own way. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I am Mr. Hemant Kumar from the Department of Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, MYSURU, the Temple of Excellence. Today we are going with session 5 of Unit 4, that is Directing of the Subject Principles and Practice of Management for first semester BBA students. This is the agenda of today's session. So in this session we are going with different leadership style. So we are going to learn the different leadership styles. So first one is autocratic leadership, followed by democratic, laissez-faire, charismatic and transformational leadership. These are the 5 leadership styles that we are going to study in today's session. Leadership style. So each and every leader have its own style of performance of his work, own style of performing the activity, own style of motivation, own style of guiding the people, own passion of doing the work effectively and efficiently. We shall study each and every leadership style as per the syllabus of University of Mysuru individually. So what is this leadership? Leadership style refers to how somebody guide, how the leaders, they are going to guide the subordinates, motivate them and manage all the activities in that extent it must helpful for reaching out the objectives of the organization. So it is an activity of guiding, motivating and managing all the things that is going to be performed by subordinates, while strategizing and executing tactics to meet team and stakeholder demand. So why it is to be done? To meet the demand of a team and stakeholders. So as per the syllabus, we are going to study 5 kinds of leadership. First one is autocratic leadership, democratic leadership, laissez-faire leadership, charismatic and transformational leadership. These are the 5 leadership styles that we are going to study individually as per the syllabus of University of Mysuru. Autocratic leadership. What is this autocratic leadership? So in the previous session, we heard about centralization and decentralization. Centralization means all the authority in the hand of a single person or a top level management. Means the team members, they doesn't have any authority or rights to participate in decision making process. It is a centralization. Decentralization, it is a way how the management, it is going to disclose the power or the authority or responsibility to the subordinates. That is the difference between centralization and decentralization. Here, autocratic leadership is a centralized way of managing the activity. It is a centralized way of motivation and also centralized way of a leadership quality. Means in autocratic leadership, whatever the instruction that is given by a leader must followed by a whole team. Means there is no opportunity for the team members to give their own contribution. Means all the authority and responsibility is in hand of a leader or a top level management, which is to be followed by all the levels of the management. Among them, the first leadership style is autocratic leadership. What is this autocratic leadership? We had studied the concept of centralization and decentralization in previous session, right? So what is this centralization? What is centralization? All the authority and responsibility is in a hand of a single person. That is centralization. Means all the authority and responsibility is in hand of a leader or a superior of organization. Means top level management, middle level management and supervisory level management. These are the 3 types of management. So whatever the instruction that the top level management is going to give must be followed by middle level and it should be followed by supervisory level management. Means there must be no interference of middle level and the supervisory level management in the decision making process in the autocratic leadership. So whatever the instruction that is given by the top level management, that must be followed by middle level and the supervisory level management. In terms of workforce as well, so whatever the instruction that the manager is going to give must followed by a whole team members, right? So there is no opportunity for their individual contribution to exhibit their talents and also to perform work in their own way. So here, autocratic leadership is a leadership style in which a single individual holds full authority. As I said, in this autocratic leadership, a single individual, he is a superior, he is going to hold a whole authority of a complete project, right? So whatever the cause that is going to happen, he is accountable for the cause, whether it is a success, whether it is a failure, and makes decision without seeking input from subordinates or team members. So he doesn't seek what input from the subordinates and his team members. Whatever the decision that is should be taken must be made by a single person. There should be no interference of a team members or a subordinates in this decision making process. In this style, the leader has complete control over a decision making process. So here a leader, he do have a complete control in the decision making process. Whatever the decision that the leader he is going to do must be followed by whole team members. Whatever the instruction, whatever the guidance, whatever the command that is given by a leader must be followed by a team member. There is no opportunity to give their own contribution, and typically expect followers to comply with their directives without question. So who are the followers? The team members or the subordinates are the followers of the instruction that is given by a team leader or a superior. Whatever the instruction he is going to give, they must follow. They are not supposed to say, no, I am not doing this activity. They are not supposed to say, no, I won't perform this activity. No, I am not going to join this team. So they are not supposed to say no. Whatever the instruction he give must be followed by a team members without questioning him. Means they are not supposed to ask any kind of question, right? So why I am supposed to place in this department, why I am supposed to perform this activity, so this function is not good, this plan or strategy is not good, you are supposed to change the strategy. So he is not supposed to question the team leader or a superior. Means all the power is in the hands of a single person. It may be top level management, it may be the managers, right? So we are not supposed to ask him why you had made this kind of a decision. We are not supposed to ask him, no, this is not convenient for me, please place me in some kind of the activity or some other kind of the project. We doesn't have any right to question him. Here we are going to study characteristics of an autocratic leader. Centralized decision making. So as I said, it is a centralized way of decision making. Means a decision making authority is in the hand of a single person. It is a way of centralization. Means they had adopted a centralized way of giving direction to the subordinates. Limited team involvement. So there may be a limited opportunity or no opportunity for the team members to involve in decision making process. All the majority of the decision is made by the top authority or a single person. Clear hierarchy. So there must be a clear hierarchy. Okay. So like top level management, middle level management and supervisory level management. So whatever the instruction that is given by top level management must followed by a middle level management. Instruction from middle level management must followed by supervisory level management. The supervisory level management is going to take care of all the activities that is going to happen in an organization. That is the way. It is a one-way communication. So there will be no two-way communication. It is a one-way communication. That is autocratic leadership. Why it is a one-way communication? Because top level management give any instruction for a middle level or a supervisory level management. So they are just supposed to follow. They are not supposed to question him, the management. So why I am supposed to go with this activity, right? So there is no opportunity to give individual contribution. Hence, whatever the instruction that is given by a top level management must follow by all the relevant teams. Quick decision making. This top level management also make a quick decision based on the situation. So top level management is a only responsible body in under this autocratic leadership, because a leader, he is going to take a number of decision based on the situation, based on circumstances, and based on his knowledge and skills, right? So he is the only person who is going to take a quick decision, right decision at a right time to accomplish right objectives, right? So he is a person. High accountability. So whatever the things that is going to happen in an organization means regarding the performance of the task, regarding the goal of the organization, whether it is a positive and whether it is a negative. So the team leader or a superior of or a single person or the top level management, he is the responsible person for the cause which is going to happen while execution stage, because he is the one who is going to give all the instruction that must be followed in future, right? So he is the one person who is used to make the decision. There is no opportunity for the individual to give their own contribution. So whatever the things that is going to happen, whether it is a success or failure, he is a responsible person. He is accountable for the cause. Okay, so none of the team members, none of the subordinates, they are not responsible for the cause that is going to happen in a project. Democratic leadership, it is the second leadership style. As I said, first one, autocratic leadership, it is a leadership style which had adopted a centralized way. This is democratic leadership which had adopted a decentralized way of leadership, like which had adopted a decentralized way of management, right? So what is this decentralized way of management? It is nothing but disclosing the authority and responsibility to the individual or subordinates of the organization so that they can give their best contribution for the success of organizational objectives. Democratic leadership, also known as participative leadership. So this democratic leadership, also known as participative leadership, because all the team members, they do have a equal authority or a right to participate in the decision making process, is one of the most effective leadership style. So this democratic leadership is one of the effective leadership style because it creates an opportunity to give individual contribution, and also it is going to accomplish all the objectives effectively and efficiently when compared to autocratic leadership. In this democratic leadership, whatever the cause that is going to happen in future, both the team leader and the team members, they are accountable for the cause, because the team leader, he doesn't hold all the responsibilities and authorities. He is going to hand over the authority and responsibility to its subordinates. Hence, subordinate and superiors, both of them, they are responsible for the cause. They are accountable for the cause. The name of this leadership style is derived from a word, democracy. So it is a democratic leadership. The name of this leadership style is represented by a word, democracy, which means run by a people, right? So as we know, democracy is nothing but it is running by a people. Democratic leader welcome and value other talents and individual contribution and input from the individuals of the organization. Means it is a way of giving the opportunity to give their own contribution so that the individual, they can do their best to the organization. Rely heavily on team participation. So it totally depends upon a team which they had framed. So as we know, the people or the management, they are already aware of our team members, their ability, capacities, capabilities, and their experience. Based on their experience, they are going to formulate a team, and in the same way, they are going to give a task so that they can perform it effectively and efficiently. There must be a trust in the minds of a management or a leader or a superior towards a subordinates, and also facilitate decision that enable multiple members of their group to weigh in on decision. So it is not like a autocratic leadership. So single person, whatever the decision he is going to take must be followed by all the team members. It is like they are going to discuss with each other, whether it is a top level, middle level, or executive level management. They conduct a meeting, they discuss with each other, take the decision, and go with the flow. In the same way, a team leader also, he is going to communicate with his subordinates properly and take the relevant decision that is required as per the scenario. Characteristics of democratic leadership. These are the characteristics that I had listed in terms of democratic leadership. First one, encourage creativity and collaboration. So there must be a collaboration of all the team members in the decision making process. There must be a collaboration of all the team members in the decision making process, and also it is going to encourage a creativity of individuals of organization. They are going to create a platform to give their own contribution, so that there will be a upgrade, there will be a dynamic nature to perform all the activities. Means each and every individual have different kinds of mindset, so if we give the opportunity to them, so we do have an option to choose one of the best way to reach out the goals of the organization. Regularly ask for feedback. So here a team leader or a superior, he is going to ask for a feedback from his subordinates. So he is going to take a feedback about the work that they are going to perform. Means he won't make any kind of decision, hence he is going to take a feedback from his subordinates, so that whether the work is going good or no. If there is any changes required, he can make the changes and go with the flow. Maintain a team player attitude. What is this team player attitude? So this team player attitude is a positive attitude where a team leader, he is going to motivate the members to reach out the goal of organization. So it is a way how a team leader, he is going to treat his subordinates, so that they are going to work effectively and efficiently. As we know, if a team leader, he is the one who is going to motivate them to give their best contribution. Here he is going to motivate them to bring their best contribution. Keep flexibility at the forefront. Means a leader who follow democratic style of leadership, he allow his team members to give their own contribution on their own way. Means a team leader, he is going to coordinate with the team members and he is going to work with them for the accomplishment of the objectives. Place high importance on transparency and communication. These are the two factors that is going to influence this democratic leadership. Whatever the thing, whatever the decision that the middle level or bottom level management that they are going to take, they are going to communicate transparently with the top level management and come to conclusion. Means in terms of a decision making process also, a team leader, he must discuss with his subordinates transparently each and every activity or each and every task that must be performed by a team, and then he must finally make a decision. Means both the people, whether it is a superiors or subordinates, there must be a transparent enough in the decision making activity, and also there must be a proper communication skill between team member. Means if there is a proper communication skill, so they can reach out the objectives effectively and efficiently. There must be no communication barriers in the team. Laissez-faire leadership. So what is this laissez-faire leadership is about? It is laissez-faire means leave alone. Means they do have a right to take their own decision. Means whatever the decision that the team members that they are going to take, so they are going to give the complete authority to the team members. It is just like a democratic leadership. So what is this laissez-faire leadership is about? In this leadership style, group members assume full responsibility for the group. So here in this laissez-faire leadership, so team members, they do have a full responsibility, authority in their hands. Whatever the things that they are going to do, whatever the strategies that they are going to follow, so it must be predetermined or previously decided. They must determine goals to make decision. So they are going to determine goals to make decisions. So like based on the goal, they are supposed to take the decision and they are going to accomplish in efficient and effective way. And also they are going to resolve their problems on their own. Okay, so they are going to sort out the problems that is going to arise in the future, and the decision must be made by the individual and they are going to solve individually. In French, laissez-faire means living alone. Means they give complete authority or a right for the team members to make a decision. A leader of a laissez-faire group takes a minimal role in a functions of group. So a team leader, he is going to bear a minimum risk. Means he is going to take a minimum responsibility in a team, but the majority of the decision is made by a team. It is not like autocratic or democratic. Okay, so it is a laissez-faire. So this leadership requires group members with certain characteristics. means whatever the performance of the individual, so it must be aware by the manager or the top level management, means regarding the capacity and the capabilities, experience of the employees or individuals, right? So they are going to fix a right person, right job at a right time. So it is like a staffing process to be successful and like any other leadership style. And also that team may have both advantages and disadvantages. Here they are going to say that while selecting a team under the laissez-faire leadership, means they are going to select a selective members who is much talented, who is going to accept the challenges, who is going to give their maximum contribution, who is very talented members that they are going to specifically chosen to in their team, and also they are going to monitor the work that is performed by them, right? They are going to supervise the function or the abilities or the capacities of individual, right? So for the accomplishment of organizational objectives. Characteristics of a laissez-faire leadership. So it is a hands-off approach. What is this hands-off approach? The leaders who follow laissez-faire leadership, they are going to give a tool to his team members to sort out the problem that is going to arise in the future. Means they doesn't impose a team towards a single task, but allow them to decide their objectives and also to enhance their problem solving skills and knowledge. Training and support. This laissez-faire leadership, it is going to give a sufficient training as per their qualification, as per their experience, and as per their knowledge to the team members, so that they are going to perform in an effective and efficient way. And a team leader, he is going to support his team members in all possible ways. Trust their employees. So here a management trusts their employees and give them opportunity to perform in a better way, because it is like a risk of uncertainty. Whatever the things that the team members that they are going to do, it is going to result in the end, right? So he is going to keep a trust on the team members because he had chosen a selective team to work in that particular task, right? So he do have a trust, means they are supposed to maintain a transparency, they are supposed to communicate every inch of the updates to the team leader or a superior. So here employees, they are going to take decisions. So the thing is completely handover to the employees. There is a minimum participation of a superior. So all the decision will be made by a employees. Accepting mistakes. At the beginning, what happens, the employee may do more number of a mistake. So the team leader, he must accept the mistake that is done by a employees. Means whatever the mistake that the subordinates that they are going to do, the superiors must accept the mistakes, because they are not at all aware of the work that they are going to perform. They are very new for the work. At the beginning, they are going to accept the mistake that is done by a subordinates. Charismatic leadership. It is a fourth style of a leadership. Charismatic leadership describe a type of a leader who can motivate and influence other with their personality and charm. So it is a leadership style where a leader, they are going to attract a team members, means they are going to motivate a team members by their charm, by their work, by their talent, and also by their internal perception. Like whatever the work that the manager that they are going to perform in an organization, it will be followed by subordinates. Means a manager, he is going to attract team members by his talent, by his way of work, by his communication skills, and also by his work efficiency. So he is the one who is going to attract the team members, and he is going to guide them to perform in a best way. And it is a kind of a motivation that is given by a team leader or a superior. A charismatic leader can motivate, inspire, and encourage others using their strong communication skill. So in the charismatic leadership, there must be a strong communication skill with the leader, because it is a way how they are going to convey message. It is a way how they are going to look after their subordinates. It is a way how they are going to accomplish the objectives without any barriers in the organization. And also there must be a listening skill. So a leader, he must have two qualities. One is communication skill and also listening skill. So he must be patient enough to listen all its subordinates and to make a decision. Means he must not say that no, I am not going to agree you. Means he is going to all the contribution that is given by the team members. So this charismatic leader may appear to be a natural leader. So they are like a natural leader in a society who are expertised in their skills and confidence. So they must be confident enough to make decision, they must be confident enough to perform any task, they must be confident enough in accomplishing objective that is allotted to them, and also manage a team with a clear vision. So they are going to give a vision for a team, give a direction, they are going to give a goal, they are going to set a goal for a team, and team members, they are going to work for an extent to reach out the goals. Characteristics of charismatic leadership. Communication. As I said, a leader, he must have a proper communication skill. Out of the barriers of communication, he must communicate properly with its team members. There must be a two-way of communication. So there must be no one way of communication from the top end to the bottom. So there must be a two-way of communication. So from the top level to the bottom level, and also bottom level to the top level management. Confidence. So charismatic leader is a leader who is going to build a confidence in the minds of our team members, so that they are going to perform, they are going to give their best contribution in their own way for the accomplishment of objectives. Positive body language. So it is a positivity that is adopted by a team leader. Whatever the task that had given, they are supposed to think what? Positively. So what happened if there is a negative mindset in the work that they are going to perform? It may lead for a failure. Always a positive thought or a positive thing lead for a success. That is a mindset of a charismatic leader. Listening skill. So as I said, there must be a proper listening skill and a communication skill. So a leader, he must make himself available to its team members or its subordinates, so that the superior must be patient enough to listen whatever the team member they are going to say. Transformational leadership. This transformational leadership is a basic kind of a leadership. The leader, he consists of a basic qualities which a leader must have. Like it is a kind of a basic variety of a leadership. Okay. So a leader, a common leader, he must have all the characteristics that the transformational leader he do have. Transformational leadership focus on emphasizing others in inspiring change. So it is going to emphasize the changes in organization or the qualities of individual. Like organization is dynamic in nature. In the same way, all the strategies, all the tasks, all the function must be performed in a challenging way and dynamic way. To achieve these ends, transformational leader install a sense of ownership and participation in their teams. So he had adopted a kind of ownership or a mindset of a ownership, and also he is going to participate in the team. So he doesn't give the complete authority to its team members, and also he is going to work with its team members for the accomplishment of objectives, so that the team members get expertised by working with him, and it is a kind of a training that is given by a superior to the team members. Intellectual stimulation encourage innovative thinking by emphasizing new experiences and growth opportunities. So it is going to give a team member the good experience, and also it is going to motivate a team members for the best extent for the accomplishment of objectives. Characteristics of transformational leader. Internal motivation and self-management. So it is a kind of a internal motivation he is going to do to its team members, so that they get motivated, and a sense of belongingness is created in a mindset of the individuals, so that they are going to work effectively and efficiently. The ability to make different decisions. So whatever the obstacles that may occur in future, so it is predetermined, right? So he do have a ability, that is decision making power, to tackle the obstacles that may arise in project. Organizational consciousness. So a superior, he must be conscious about organization, how the activities is going to happen in an organization, and also regarding the talents, capacity, capabilities of individuals. He is willing to listen and also entertain new ideas. So he is going to give an opportunity, is going to create a platform for the individuals to give their own contribution. This kind of a leader, they will be an inspiration for its team members so that they are going to learn something out of him. In next session, we are going with unit 5, that is coordinating and controlling. Thank you.